Hello my dear students. In the last capacitor class we have read combinations of capacitors in general. What happens when number of capacitors are connected in series and what happens when number of capacitors are connected in parallel, and these are the formula: one for series combinations, one for parallel combination. This is for parallel combination. In series combinations, these combinations by visualizations you can see directly. I think you are able to follow that is a series combinations and across these terminals, these two are in series, across this terminal these two are in parallel. Now here see, when number of two capacitors are connected in series, we have got a formula 1 upon C equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2, that is C1 plus C2, C1 into C2, which we have got a formula like this: C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. And this formula should be applied directly in case of series combinations when you go for the calculations very fast. Instead of applying this, you can apply this formula directly: C effective, C equivalent. Effective, equivalent, both are same. Now in parallel combinations, when they are connected, simply you can add them, C1 plus C2. And if all the capacitors will be same, if there will be C and C, then effective as you have written as NC. I think, do you remember? If here all the capacitors are same, then you can apply the formula C by N. These formulae we have read in the last class. That's why to go first in these calculations, you should remember this formula to be applied very quickly. When they are series combinations, you can apply this formula. When they are parallel combination, you can apply the direct formula. When number of all the capacitors will be of same value, you can apply C by N in case of series, and you can apply NC in case of parallel. Now, see, we will go for complicated circuit gradually, and we will see how we can solve these capacitor problems very easily. And though this chapter, remember, capacitor chapters, formula are less, theory are less, but applications are plenty. That's why in any exam you will get definitely questions from the capacitor. Now here, this is an arrangement you see. Very clearly you should see this arrangement. Now this arrangement is called as Wheatstone bridge arrangement. Wheatstone bridge arrangement. And whenever you will see there are 5 capacitors, then you should think over this arrangement. That is called as Wheatstone bridge arrangement. What is that arrangement? If there are 5 capacitors connected in this format, and if this is balanced, Wheatstone bridge is balanced, when these capacitance by these capacitance will be equal to this capacitance by this capacitance. Again you see, this upon this equal to this upon this, C1 upon C2 equal to C3 upon C4, or you can cross multiply it. C1 upon C3 can be taken to this place, C2 can be taken to this place, C1 upon C3, C2 upon C4. If you cross multiply it, C1 into C4 is equal to C2 into C3. This C1 by C3 is equal to C2 by C4. C1 by C3 is equal to C2 by C4. Now you forget about all these things. You should remember the fact: when this capacitor by this capacitor equal to this by this, or this by this equal to this by this bridge arrangement is said to be a balanced bridge. And we will read the theoretical aspects in case of current electricity, taking resistors into considerations. But here this arrangement called as Wheatstone bridge arrangement, and this is balanced when this by this is equal to this by this, or this by this is equal to this by this. In that case, what happens? This middle capacitor has no meaning, because the potential difference between these 2 points, between the potential difference between these 2 points will be 0, because the ratio will be same. Potential difference across will be 0. That's why these capacitance can be removed from the circuit itself. There is no meaning. That's why this capacitance you can remove. Then if you remove this one, then this is in series with this is in series with this, and this combination is parallel with this. We'll see some examples, and you have to visualize whether this condition is satisfied or not. C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4, or you can say this by this is equal to this by this. So this should be removed from the circuit. This technique should be followed. Well, let us see some examples so that in numericals we can have. Now I am taking, let me take C1 equals to, now I am giving the capacitor, you will say the answer. Now here I am removing this one. This condition should be applied, remember, this by this is equal to this by this, then this should be removed from the circuit, and that is called as balance conditions of the Wheatstone bridge. Now here first examples, and you should try to tell the answer immediately. If this is C, 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 all the 5 capacitors will be given the value of C, immediately you should try to tell the answer. What is the answer? Now here the answer is, you see, this by this is equal to this by this, because it is C, C by C. Here C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4 equal to C by C is equal to 1. So you needn't write this one, you can see only the circuits. If this is true, then this can be removed from the equivalent circuit. Which one should be removed? This should be removed. Now the circuit will be like this. This is B and this terminal is A. These two are called the terminals. Terminals. Now here is C, here is C, here is C, here is C. And I have taken this C1, C2. C1, C2 are in series, and this is again equivalent to. Can you specify? When two capacitors of same value C are in series, the effective capacitance, you can apply this formula C by N. N is 2 here. Then here you can directly write. So here this capacitance CC in series gives you C by 2, and this CC in series, this is C by 2, and this C by 2, this C by 2 are in parallel. That's why the C equivalent is equal to C, because C by 2 plus C by 2 equal to C. And whenever you are having the same values of capacitance, you apply this formula to write the direct result. No need of calculations. Okay. So I think this idea is clear now. Now when you will see whether this is by this equal to this by this, if this is given in the circuit, then you can say that this is a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Then this has no meaning, because across this potential difference is equal to 0. So this is undefined, because I think you know the formula, Q is equal to CV, potential difference across these two terminals will be 0, so that this becomes infinite, undefined infinite. That means it is not a capacitance, it has no role. So you should remember like this: if there are 5 capacitances and this formula satisfied this by this is equal to this by this, or this by this is equal to this by this, then this should be removed from the circuit. Then you can go for calculations. These two are series, this is series formula can be applied here. You can write this. Then this one parallel formula can be applied to write the result. And I think it is easy to remember. If all are C in this case, resultant or equivalent capacitance is also C. Over. So this is a tricks or technique you should follow in solving this. I will go one after another for some complicated circuit which can be easily solved. You shouldn't take anything very complicated fashions, because no way will be asked any complicated circuits. You will be asked all the times the easy circuits. Now see this C, I am giving another for practice. So now take and tell the answer. I will write the value, you should try to tell the answer. I am giving this is C, I am giving this is C, and this is 2C, and this is a 2C, this is 2C. Now you try. I am giving 30 seconds. Now this by this is equal to this by this. Here C1 by C2 equal to 1. Here C3 by C4 is equal to 2C by 2C is equal to 1. That's why this should be removed. So if this is removed, then here the equivalent circuit. This is, I am giving only for practice, nothing else, remember. So here you can have this central one is removed. This should be removed, because this by this is equal to this by this is true in this case. That's why it is C it is C, 2C, 2C. CC, these two are the terminals. CC in series, C by 2. I am applying this formula, C by N. Now this 2C, 2C in series gives you C. Because 2C in series, that is 2C by 2, C. This is C in series, that is C by 2, C by 2. This C by 2, this is terminal C by 2 is in parallel with this. That's why C equivalent is equal to C by 2 plus 3, C 3C by 2. Now I think whenever you will be given 5 capacitances, you should see whether C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4 or not. If it is C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4, all the times you will be given this type of arrangement. You can see whether this by this is equal to this by this, then this capacitance should be removed from the equivalent circuit. I was drawing the circuits, these are called the equivalent. The first circuit is equivalent to second is equivalent to third is equivalent to this. So in this manner we can calculate this one. Now, so this is one arrangement. I will come also to some trick in different kinds of circuit. Now you can see this is a circuit, and I can say extended Wheatstone bridge. And whenever you will see the circuits in a very large fashion or a lengthy one, the lengthy circuit, you shouldn't be confused with this one. And you can see first the circuit, and you have to find out the resistance across these terminals. In certain circuits I can change the terminals. You will be all the time asked. That means if you will given 2 capacitance and you can connect it in series, these 2 are the terminals across which you are finding the capacitance. And when they are in parallel, we are joining these 2 points, and these 2 are in parallel in this manner. That is called the terminals. Now we are asking finding the equivalent resistance across this. This will be a task for you. Now you should see the circuit first and see this is a combined circuit. First you take these portions. Now here you see this by this is equal to this by this. C by C, it is not necessary CC, 2C, 2C, 4C, 4C, 5C, 5C, but this by this is equal to this by this, or this by this is equal to 1, this by this is equal to 1, or this by this is equal to this by this is equal to half, this by this is equal to half. So it is a balanced Wheatstone bridge. In that case, this should be removed from the equivalent circuit. We can remove this one, and you can remove total in the equivalent circuit. You can take it out. It has no effect on the circuit. Again you see here, this is C, this is 2C, this is 2C, this is 4C. C by 2C is half, 2C by 4C is half. Again this is a balanced condition. That's why this has no meaning. This should be removed from the circuit, and we can remove this from the equivalent circuit. No need of taking that considerations into calculations. Now I think your idea is clear now. So since it was a balanced extended bridge, you can remove these, so that this is C, C, C in series, C, series, C, series, 2C. I am writing S for series. This in series, you can apply the formula 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Series combination can be found out. These 3 are in series. So 2C in series with 2C in series with 4C, and the entire effect is in parallel with this one. Then you can calculate this resistance, and this remains a task for you. You should try this one. You should take some homework to do this, and this is the way by which you can solve these lengthy circuits. Now if you change the terminals, how to find out? I think your idea is clear about the balanced Wheatstone bridge. Balanced Wheatstone bridge, you will see only whenever there are 5 capacitance, then C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4, then you should be happy. You should be happy because the central one can be removed from the circuit. As much as capacitor you remove, then the calculations becomes very easier. Next, we will see some circuits this Balnas-Wheaton bridge, and also Balnas-Wheaton bridge I will take in some complicated form, and I will give some, it will appear as a complicated form in the circuit, but you should remember that arrangement so that in some examinations you can say answer directly by visualizing the circuits. So first, now another examples. Wheaton bridge over. So example we will consider one after another. Now I am giving a normal circuit. I think there will be no students. There will be no students who can't answer this question. C, this is C, this is C, this is C, and these two are terminals. Terminals, let me write PQ. Let me write terminals is PQ. Now, as seen from the diagram, these three are in series. Okay. Now, just I am taking a modification to this. This will never be asked in the exam. This is a very clearly visualizations. We can say these are in series as I am taking the series combinations. Now, here I am connecting it like this. One confusion may be done with this. You can see one example here. Say this is an arrangement like this. I have given also in material this one, and here you can see I am taking this arrangement. You see this one arrangement, then we can go over this one because students confuse us with this one. Now here is a capacitor, and these are terminals A, B. These two are the capacitors. Here is a capacitor. This is one plate, this is the second plate. This is an insulator, this is insulator. It is a capacitor, but this terminal is connected. This is same as, say this is X, this is Y. X is connected to Y by this wire. If a capacitor will be connected like this, this is called as short circuited. Short circuited. So capacitance is undefined. Undefined. So there is no role of this capacitance because there is a path across this, you can see. So there is no role of this capacitance. This capacitance is called as short circuited capacitance. Two plates are connected. In electrical devices, sometimes the circuit becomes shorted. So capacitor, two plates, due to some heating effect, the two plates can be shorted out. Shorted, S-H-O-R-T. Shorted because that becomes small, that's why it is called shorted, short circuited. So if it is connected like this, this is short circuited. But here that is not short circuited. There are two capacitance. If it is connected here, if this is connected here, then this is short circuited, but connected here. Now you should remember the circuit arrangement for answering certain questions very fast. One, you have seen the Balnas-Wheaton bridge. You will see when C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4, then it is easy to calculate. So also you can calculate in the extended circuits. And here, now this is an arrangement. It confuses whether it is a series combination or a parallel combination. First, it appears as a series combination, but in this type of connection, this is not a series combination. This is a parallel combinations. Let us see how this is possible. Now here, let me take this is C1. C1 is equal to C, all are C, but I am taking C1, C2, C3. Okay, there are three capacitors, all of same values. I am writing all of same values here, so your clarity, C2 is equal to C3 is equal to C. It will be easier for calculations. Now you can see this point. Now this is point P. So this is a capacitor, plate number 1, plate number 2. You should follow this one very carefully. Whenever you will be having this type of arrangement in the complicated long these circuits, the entire one can be taken immediately as a parallel combination. In parallel combination, this formula can be adopted instead of applying this formula in series. So that here 1, 2, this plate is 1, 2, say this plate is 1, 2. Now this point is P, you see, this is same point. This is connected, this is a wire. A line in the electrical circuit, is nothing but a connection, simply a connecting wire. So that what happens? So this point is P and this is same as this one, this point is P. Okay. So here you see, now this point is Q, this point is Q, and this point is Q, definitely, because this is connected to this. You can see in this wire, if you use another capacitor here, there will be slightly change. Now here you see, now in this case, now you forget about the plates, you can forget about the plates. This is a capacitor, the two terminal C1, come to the point P here. This point is P, this point is P. Now here you can have C1, see C1, one plate is connected to P, other plate is connected to Q. I think one plate is connected to P, other plate is connected to Q over C2. In C2, one plate is connected to P, and another plate is connected to Q. This is connected to Q, this is connected to P. So one is connected to P, one is connected to Q. Now here come to this point C, C3. Now this is C1, this is C2, C3. There are two plates. One plate is connected to P, another plate is connected to Q. So one plate is connected to P, another plate is connected to Q, and these are the terminals PQ. And I think it seems as a parallel, not series. Here, since they are parallel, the C equivalent or CPQ capacitance across the terminals called as C equivalent, called as C effective. CPQ is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3, C plus C plus C, they are parallel, answer is 3C, but most of the students write C by 3. And I think your idea is clear now. I have taken the terminals. You can also take the battery connection across these terminals, but whenever we can visualize this and we can tell it directly by easier fashion, no need of connecting the battery. Battery is not connected. If you want, you can connect the battery for explanation. So I think you can take the points. You can see this is a connection, parallel connections. Over. I think your idea is clear. Now I am modifying the circuit. This type of circuits, 3 to 4 circuits, I have given the materials. Now here, now I am changing this one, you see. C1, C2, I am changing all the capacitors now. Now the symbols I am changing now. So these 3 capacitors are there. All are of C values. Now here I will take 5 capacitors. Now here I can take 1 capacitor. I am changing this configuration, just you can see. All are C. CT, C4 is equal to C5. All are C. Now here, say this is C1. This is a C1. This is a C2. You can take this is C1. You can take any way you can write C2. You can take this is C3. You can take C4, or you can take C3. You can change. I am taking arbitrary C1, C2, C3, C4. It is easy to tell C1, C2, C3, C4. That's why I am writing like this. Otherwise, all are C's. All values are C. Now this is a C5. Now I have already told you, whenever you are having 5 capacitors, clearly you should visualize and think over the balanced Wheatstone bridge. All the capacitance are given. By observing the circuit like this, it is very difficult to tell. It is not easy to tell that it is a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Let me plot it in equivalent circuit and see what happens. And next onwards, whenever you are having a circuit like this in a complicated circuit form, then this part can be taken as a balanced Wheatstone bridge. You see here. Now this is the point P, this is a point Q, and you can take this point, this point you can give the name R, you can give the name S. Now here come to, this is equivalent to, come to this point first. I am taking, starting from this point P. Now here point P, you can see my thumb. You can P, here is C1, this is P, and here is the terminals. This P is terminals. Now here you can have C1. Now from the same point, you can take C2 over, this point is completed now. Now come to the point R. Okay, R, at R you are having C2. This is a R. From R you are having C2. For R you are having C5. Because C5 other terminal is to S. This is S. Now from S you are having a C3 to Q. C3 to Q and Q to C4. This is Q and this is P. This is R, this is S. Again you see. Now here is a point P. This is same as point P. From point P you are having one capacitor C1, another capacitor C2 connected from this point. From point P I are having C1 and C2. This part is over. Now C1 other terminal is connected to S. This S. C1 other terminal is connected to S. This part is over. Okay. From S you can have two capacitors. One is C5, one is C3. S, one is C3, one is C5. From point S, one is C5, one is C3. Anyway, you can go in this way or you can go in this way. Now come to the point S. S is over. Now come to the point Q. From the point Q, you are having C3, C4. From point Q, you are having C3 and you are having C4. And here C1 equal to C, so all are C. What type of arrangement this is? Now if you give the name only PQRS and connect by observing this one, this arrangement is nothing but the arrangement like this. And this is nothing but this by this is equal to this by this, or this by this equal to this by this. This is a Balasse-Wheatstone bridge. In that case what happens? This should be removed from the equivalent circuit. Now as an equivalent circuit we can say here you can have one capacitor, you can have one capacitor, you can have one capacitor, you can have one capacitor like this. This is C, 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 C. Again equivalent, this C, C in series. I think you should visualize this one directly. If you don't understand these two are in series, I am helpless. So these terminals are there, it is given, these two are in series. C, C in series gives you C by 2 and this CC in series gives you C by 2, and these are the two terminals are PQ. Okay, and these two, this is C by 2, this is C by 2, C by 2, C by 2 in parallel. If C by 2 is C equivalent, will be C by 2, C by 2 in parallel. So this plus this is equivalent capacitance. Again, you should remember this fact. The fact is, if you have an arrangement like this and all the capacitance will be of same value, it is given. All the capacitance will be of same value. This may be different value. It is immaterial. If all are having same value or this by this is equal to this by this, then this is a Balasse-Wheatstone bridge. So this capacitance can be removed and the effective capacitance as I have got, that is C. Then all the 5 capacitors, if they are C, the resultant effect is also capacitance C. It may be given C farad or it may be given say 10 microfarad, 5 microfarad, any numerical value also can be given to this. Okay. Now I think this type of arrangement, your idea is very much clear. We have got some type of circuits, simple circuit. In the last class I have given the simple circuit. At the end, after completing the complicated circuits, I am giving you a simple circuit. You should try in 1 minute, you should think over this. I will tell only the answer at the last. Now I am giving the general circuit. General circuit, this type of series and parallel, and I am giving say a slightly lengthy circuit. Another example, and you can by visualization you should tell that. I am taking this. How to calculate in this case? Here this is not a Wheatstone bridge, and here I am taking as much as possible, and I can fill up the board by taking the capacitors. But that is say 2C, 2C, then you can say the terminals. Say terminals is this B. Now here the values given 2C. It is not a balanced bridge. Terminals is here, you see. This is a simple circuit. I have taken all the complicated circuits earlier. I am giving again a simple circuit. Let us try. This is 2C, this is C, this is 2C, this is 2C, this is C, this is 2C. Now, in this circuit type of arrangement, some students confuses again whether we will apply the balanced Wheatstone bridge. No. Because terminals are here. No way it will be balanced Wheatstone bridge, a simple circuit. So whenever you are having the circuit like this and terminals are given here, terminals means if you want, you can connect a battery here, plus and minus. If you don't want, you cannot connect. You can tell direct. You can say directly also this solutions. See, now whenever the circuit is like this, you should start from the farthest point, from the terminals. From the terminals, you can go to the last farthest point. Jette dura rachi, farthest point. So you can start from this. Now I think, you see, I am taking directly this one. So I think you are habituated with these two formulas, series and parallel. Be quick. Now here, first you start from this. Across these terminals, I am closing these terminals. You can see here. Now here you can see. Now these two are in series across this. 2C and 2C in series. And these two gives you 2C series. 2C. How much? 2C by 2. 2C by 2. That is C. That means these two are in series. That gives you C. As I am going faster, you can visualize this and you can tell the answer. Now these two, it is the simplest circuit. There is no Wheatstone bridge, there is no complications. So only series parallel. This series, so series combination 2C by 2C. This C and this effect gives you C. This C is in parallel with this. You can see now here. That C, these two can be removed. These two can be removed. And the effective capacitance is C. This C in parallel. That C in parallel twice C. So this gives you twice C. The twice C in series. Again twice C in series gives C. That C is in parallel with this one. Again C twice C. That twice C is in series with this one. Again C. And that C is in parallel with this one. It is your duty to split it to get the answer. You should try this one also. Only by visualizing the circuit, only by seeing the series and parallel combinations, you can go. Whenever terminals are given, you can go